Hey guys, welcome back to my Apex Legends video. Hope you enjoy. Hey guys again. I'm trying to do a bit of a live commentary to kind of get a bit of my reaction as to what exactly were going on in those clips. To kind of start off with this clip here, I was just going in there with I closed my eyes and just randomly dropped at a random location, and somehow, some way I ended up going into bunker. But besides the fact that I just randomly came into bunker without even looking, that wasn't really the reason as to why I clipped it. Why I clipped it was because, well, I can't really explain it. You just have to go and see it for yourself.
First two weapons I grab, that's what I'm gonna use.
No, you can punch it, but you also have to find the most in it. Wow. I'm beating her ass. I need help. She's one shot. I mean, she's two shots. I don't know. Well, you had a wingman, right? I just need something to start off. And then back up. I did that on purpose. I'm not even sitting up. I could sit up if you want me to. And sweat. Let's put my gun. Got the done.
I'm running out of ammo, it's bad.
Oh, I thought that was your crowd.
Reloading. Subject down.
Can't see.
Oh, I thought it
I can't see. What do you mean I'm trash? I'm alright. You just beat the fuck out of that woman. I think still another one here.
As you kind of saw here, I just pretty much wiped out 2 squads with just whatever was left of just a wingman, which I kind of find that very funny because the fact that, well, it's kind of cool, but the thing that made it the best was that I never used the wingman. Honestly, ever since season 1, I used it before the preseason, but after a while it kind of got stale for me, so I just never pick it up anymore. However, when there's situations like that, I have to use the wingman.
I didn't find that D7 scout. She did.
Stuff like this happens, and honestly, I'm glad to know that I still have at least somewhat good aiming besides that last person who I was shooting like a bot. Okay guys, so in the second clip here, I'm using dual prowlers just to test how effective it would be. And the prowler has never in any way disappointed me. From the burst to the full auto. So I was testing to see having one with full auto and one with burst, see how it would be effective, and it really never disappoints. I can't ever say I've ever, one time I've actually used a prowler, I've never had a moment where I've actually failed in gunfights with it. It's super effective as long as you know where the shots are going to be. When it's short to medium, it's never impossible to figure out. Especially with an HCOG or a digital threat, it pretty much makes it impossible for the enemies to avoid. Raids, I bet you most legends are going to be annoyed by the prowler. But it's only effective when given the right tools again. So if you're using a prowler and its base, it's not going to be as great. You have to have everything on it. And I'm going to move on to this clip over here. Again, to kind of prove how effective running dual these is good. I can't even describe how, I have many clips where I just clutch it with the prowler. I don't know how it just doesn't fail. It's amazing though. As you can see here, I don't know what I'm doing over here, honestly. I think I was doing a challenge with it now. And, once you have dual those with digital threats, it's just godly. I just love it. If you can get those headshots to land, it's just amazing. Okay guys, so in this last part of the clip I was showing before, this is the ending of that match. Again, this is another, in my opinion, proof to show how really effective having, I don't think just dual prowlers, but having dual weapons, if you have the right attachments and everything. And you can see why in this clip.
That's all of them?
As you can see here in this one, I'm actually starting to like caustic a little more, just because he just controls gunfights. Like, if you ever go into a gunfight, you have a caustic there, you know it's gonna be hard to like try to flank someone, especially a caustic of all characters. And for someone that uses like, honestly, I only really use Mirage. Honestly, using characters like caustic and Gibby aren't really so bad of an option now in this season. And as you can see, I won with using dual prowlers. In this next clip here, I'm using my my Mirage, which I use a lot, very consistently, really. In this match, I had a goal in mind, and that was try to reach the highest amount of kills I could possibly get. And you'll see later on, like as I kind of segment these clips more and more, you'll see how effective like having just being like 100% confident as to what you're doing. It just, though albeit that could be someone's downfall, but to some it could be their rise. And you'll see in this clip that I'm just gonna start going through squads left and right, and you'll see in a bit.
Enemy down. Just relax. I got everything under control.
Thanks. Good looking out.
Get to bamboozling.
You guys kind of popping in here in the middle of the blue. In this one, again, like there's another squad that comes in over here, and I end up pretty much wiping them all. I think almost all of them. I think one of them kills another enemy, but it was perfectly fine at the time. Like the Prowler, like that weapon is like, even without attachments, again, like it really matters as to where the range is at, and if you know where the bullet like are going to be at. And over here, I'm using my ultimate over here, trying to sneak up to the dude, which he perfectly falls for. I'm not even surprised it's a Wraith of all people. A Wraith. Like, if I had $1 for every single time I seen a Wraith, honestly, I'd be freaking rich, because I've seen so... I don't think I've ever seen, like, never one time, like, a Wraith that's always gonna be champion. I don't know. But anyways, here, it was after moving, like, around, we started hearing gunshots, and I think they were going against another squad, I think. But again, like when you're gonna be aggressive, you're gonna have to resort to like tactics like third partying, which albeit you never like doing, but at the same time you do it. So like we can't say that we're innocent when it comes to stuff like this, anyways. And I think I'll just leave it my commentary up to here, and you'll see as to how I end up wiping out the squad. Well, actually, here in this clip, I was actually about to wipe out at least the 2 enemies that were there until like the dude came in and just like took my freaking kills. But you know what? I can't be so harsh on my teammates, because it's kind of a rare instance when your teammates are actually good. So again, I shouldn't be putting too much. I'm not saying pressure, but like I shouldn't put too much, I don't know, hate over them, because then again, the whole point of this game is to be you gotta work as a team. You can play by yourself, but you ain't gonna get far with that sort of playstyle.
Give him my shield to recharge. That thing hurts.
Alright, this is going to take the last segment that I'm going to show to you guys. I know how corny as this sounds, and I can understand how it sounds like, oh, I sound like some sort of generic person, but if it wasn't because I was feeling confident when I was like, it's like a lot of gunfights, you don't feel confident that you're gonna like just take them all out. Like you sometimes, like the situation like goes completely against you, but honestly, having that positive mindset in mind and like being confident as to what you're doing in the game, like you don't have any regrets doing it, I think is the reason why I won this match. Like most games, I think I would say I would try to be aggressive as possible, and like I would say I sometimes don't feel confident when I go against enemies. I feel like that alone, that sort of doubt, kind of like messes you up a bit. But you know, I'll stop talking for now, and like you just see as to how everything, all the events pretty much unfolded.
Already on my mark.
Enemy spotted.
Firing for
Really
effect.
small. Airstrike coming in. Reloading.
Got me. Near me.
She got bad for your soul. One sec, healing up. Yep. 10 seconds till ring closes. Maybe stop talking to yourself and go. Got the banner. Time to get a beacon. Say goodbye to that squad. Start shots fired and they're hitting me. Go bamboozle.